Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Wednesday, October 16th, 2013. If you're listening to this on the radio and wish to watch it, please go to www.catex.com. Tonight at midnight, the United States government is going to begin to default on its debts. Initially, payments that are due on interest payments will be held up. By Monday, Social Security checks, veterans benefits, and other benefits are going to be stopped. They will not be mailed. They will not be direct deposited. Yesterday was a day of either high drama or high comedy, depending upon your view. The House of Representatives announced that they would not consider the Senate bill, which had been laboriously worked out by Democrats and Republicans, and announced that they would propose their own bill for rectifying both the budget impasse and also the debt limit extension. By 6 or 7 p.m. last night, the Republicans realized that they couldn't even get enough votes from their own caucus to have that bill passed, and they then announced they would do nothing and wait for the Senate bill. The Senate bill should be voted on in the Senate sometime later today. We're being looked at or told by news releases, and then we'll reach the House of Representatives presumably before midnight tonight. The President would, of course, sign the bill, assuming it passes both houses. It seems as if the Tea Party revolt is finally being put in its place by the Speaker, who is going to be put into the position where he will have to put the Senate bill up for a vote. That bill will pass. 200 Democrats in the chamber will vote for it, and all it will take at that point is 17 members of the Republican caucus to cross over. They will get those votes. A deadly typhoon has struck Japan, causing havoc in Tokyo at rush hour. This would be Typhoon Wipha, W-I-P-H-A, pummeled Tokyo today. It caused 17 deaths, mainly on Oshima Island, which is south of Tokyo. Hurricane force winds and drenching rains hit the metropolis of 30 million people. Also, international and domestic flights at both Narita and Haneda airports were canceled, many hundreds of them. And of course, the Fukushima nuclear power plant had its own issues. The typhoon is expected to cross right over that location. Tokyo Electric Power Company has canceled all offshore work, and depending upon the path of the storm, will cancel all onshore work. So who will be minding the store? We don't know. There's a meeting going on in New York for the past 2 days, the New York Rendezvous, talking about insurance-linked securities. There were 2 comments of note yesterday. AIG's chief reinsurance buyer, Samir Shah, took aim at the inefficiencies in the ILS market. He listed out a variety of service providers and advisors that are required for a typical cat bond transaction. Banks, cat modelers, lawyers, claim specialists, auditors, structurers, and he said that this is hardly an efficient model. Meanwhile, Nafila co-founder Frank Majors said that reinsurers themselves should act as transformer vehicles and offer traditional indemnity reinsurance at the front end while issuing index-based products out the back to tap into the benefits of the rising convergence market. Oddly enough, a number of companies such as Swiss Re are doing this right now. A freighter sank off of South Korea this morning, a Panamanian flag cargo ship. All 19 crew members are missing. The 8,500-ton vessel is the Cheng-Lui 15. It sank in just off the port of Pohang when it hit a seawall amid high waves today. The ship had been offloaded. It had been carrying bunker oil and fuel oil. The dry ice bomber at Los Angeles International Airport has been arrested. He's a 28-year-old employee for a ground handling company. Apparently, he is being held on $1 million bail. He had taken the dry ice from a plane and placed it in an employee restroom on Sunday night, and another device that was found on the tarmac outside the international airport. It's not clear what his motives are. Jardine Lloyd Thompson, the broker, has acquired a Taiwanese broker called 4Vision Risk Services. 4Vision is a major player in the local marine and high technology sectors. It's going to combine now with JLT's existing Taiwanese operation. There was an oil spill in North Dakota 2 weeks ago. Initially, it was thought that the spill that had been in a pipeline run by Tesoro Corporation was small, near about 750 barrels. However, a farmer in the area noticed that the spill had caused some 7 football field-sized wheat fields to be completely inundated with oil. About a week later, Tesoro increased its estimate to 21,000 barrels, or some 865,000 barrels, making it one of the largest spills in North Dakota history. This, of course, is one of the concerns for the new pipeline that's being proposed, which would run across a number of states carrying oil from the Bakken Shield. There was a big earthquake of 6.8 around Papua New Guinea this morning. No reports of any damage or injuries or a tsunami warning. And in the eastern Chinese city of Yuyao in Zhejiang province, which is a metropolitan area of some 11 million people, there were several days of mass protests over an inadequate government response to flooding, which had left some 11 million people deprived of water and power for 3 weeks and caused $2 billion in damages in homes to businesses. The complaints were that the local government was not doing anything. Calls to the local government offices were not returned. No one answered the phone. Public outrage was exacerbated by perception of special treatment for the rich and powerful. Big problem there. We have a big problem in the United States too. We'll be watching Washington to see if it's going to be resolved. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.